If you want to ride in a tricycle with a thong on, man, if that's you, I'm
Right.
so behind it.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, baby.
I love to party. Like, I think it's just something natural. I grew up Caribbean. I grew up in Brooklyn at a time in the 80s, at a time where there were speakers out on the streets, whether there was a block party, no block party, whatever, and music was pumping. People were moving, gyrating constantly. It never ended.
And if we go to a party, I mean, like, if I'm not dancing and jumping around, I'm leaving. Like, that's just how, you know what I mean? Like, usually we're the first people on the dance floor and the last people to leave. That's like no, you know what I mean? So whether we're performing or not, like, if we go to your party and nobody's dancing, we're the ones that everybody's like, oh shit, they're really getting into this.
Shaka and I kind of coined a phrase called that goes, partying is the bastard child of ceremony. You know what I mean? So for me, having a bunch of people on stage, having a bunch of other artists on stage with us is about pushing that idea of the party that's happening so that it can transmit out into the audience so they can also feel a party that's going on, you know? So when we're on stage, we're on stage with all of our friends. All of our band members are our friends, they're our family, they're our homies. So that energy gets pushed out into the audience and they start feeling something like, oh my God, my heart feels warm, and they don't understand what's going on per se, but then they start to get open and they start to get free. So I mean, more than just like enjoying it, there's kind of this synergy or this shift that of an experience that they're having, and that's what we want to promote more than anything. Is like, you know, how open can we get, how much can we be with each other in a real way.
When people come and see us live, you know, you come to a Body Rock or you come to a rock show, that's when you really understand like who we are right now. Because the fans are the ones that made us band here. It's not the critics or the people that, you know, control the spaces. It's our fans. So that's what gives us an even playing field. It's like if we ask our fans, no matter, I mean, we don't have 10,000 followers, but the people that we do have, they're gonna take action. Like they're those type of fans. So like you may have 30,000, 100,000 fans on Twitter or whatever, but like our little 1,000 or whatever,
They ride.
80% of them are gonna do some stuff. Like straight up, like we won band a year, 2 years in a row, and Shaky Graves was up there, and you know, some of the great artists that you know tour all around the country were in that list of artists that you know we surpassed, you know, in terms of getting it. So it's no like small feat for us to win that award. You know, it means we have fans, it means we have support, it means we have a lot of things that you know these bands they get the opportunity to play Blues on the Green, not necessarily just because of that. But I felt like personally, you know, after winning it, particularly the second year in a row, it's like
after making history and then winning it the second year.
Right. We made history the first year, and we made history again by winning it, being to win it 2 years in a row. Andy Langer was the guy who gave us the award the last 2 years, and I know he's a part of KGSR. So I approached him. I was just like, man, like if hip hop's not on the Blues on the Green stage this year, what are we really talking about? Like, what are we even saying? And so we went back and forth about it, and then, you know, they made room for us. You know, we deserved to be on it last year, in my opinion.
The city gave us Ross Day, August 29th, 2 years ago. Shout out to Stephanie Bagara. I don't know if this is going or not. And the music office, and also some other folks. That's another conversation, but they're really trying to champion musicians of color here in this city. So I think that's awesome. But our whole thing is just like, what does it mean to receive from people? Because our fans, like we said before, give us a lot. Our fans give us a hell of a lot. And we don't take that lightly. And anybody who gives us anything, we don't take lightly. We always try to find opportunities to have what's given to us outpour and really cycle itself back so that people are feeling well. And I think that's why so many people gravitate towards what we do, because our music isn't just about how great my music is. You know what I mean? It isn't just about how popular the music is. It's really about how we share it together. People want to feel connected. They want to feel like we can come together and I'm valuable, you know. And then Shaka and I really think about how can we bring more value and more value and more value to the people that support us, because those people need they need to feel together. They need to feel supported as much as we need to feel supported. People in this community need to feel supported.
It's gratitude, So Ross Day is really about giving something back to Austin. Despite those barriers that we talked about in terms of the infrastructure of music here in Austin, the people here love music.
I think Austin can take things for granted, like a party that we, the Body Rock party that Shaka and I and DJ Teresa Funk put on. It's like $5. If you went to a city and went to a party like that, it is not going to be $5. It is going to be $10, $15, $20, $25 to go. It's also because, here in the city, like people are just like, they expect, that's what they expect, or however it's built in. The city has to be accessible to musicians. The branding, the promotion of the city is about its musicians. And festivals need to also kind of corroborate that. You know what I mean? They need to get on board with that a lot more. I think they genuinely feel like they're trying to do that. And I think like they are. I think they kind of underestimate how much more space, how much more availability they have to put more people on or create some extra space for people here in the scene, because it's valuable.
The face of Austin music is changing. Get with it. You know what I'm saying? Get with it.
Let your booty bubble till the sound come on. Let your booty bubble till the sound come on. Let your booty bubble till the sound come on.